I'm about to pull back out the condo. Spend time face chilling at the motto. Do we really want to take it there?
Okay, so tip when making these. Good morning, guys. Welcome to another vlog. Today I'm doing something fun, different from what I usually have on the channel. And it's going to be circling like how to get your life together, whether that be career-wise, personal-wise, and health-wise. Those are three areas that I really want to be able to talk about today. If you've been watching the blog for a while, you know that I'm a new mom. Yay! So getting my life together has been a little bit hard, I would say. And it's about 5 months and a few days from when she's been born. So yay, 5 months. So I feel like I finally have like a routine kind of and healthier habits, finally recovered from pregnancy and all that stuff. So I was thinking we could sit down together and do get your life together with me video. Depending on like what your goals are, you can just kind of maybe go along with me and we can get ourselves together and really just be prepared for the new year. So today we're going to talk about career first, and then we'll go into like health and how that complements each other, and then last we'll do personal because that's, you know, everything kind of relates to each other. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the day situated. Come along with me, and then we'll sit down and talk about career and all that stuff. So yay! When I think of this year, I want to start from the beginning because this reflection is going to incorporate all the 12 months that we have completed already. And I want to make sure that we're showcasing love in this process. Personally, I became a manager. I led my first team, got involved with some pretty cool things, and I think that that deserves a huge round of applause. So just kind of take some time to reflect on some accomplishments that you can just so just take some time to think about some accomplishments that you have achieved this year, because that deserves a pat on the back itself. And that's what I want you to focus on when we talk about career, because there's a lot more pros than there are cons, and people are really quick to be able to list all the things that they didn't achieve. But it's really important to be able to say you did A, B, C, and D this year and you knocked it off, because it's really important for you to be able to take even the small wins that you achieved and look at that as a positive self-reflection. So now that the new year is coming to an end and 2025 is around the corner, these are some questions that I'm personally asking myself. So maybe you can ask some of these questions for yourself as well. That leads into you looking at your overall goals for improvement to come next year. Now let's focus on some areas that you want to achieve for next year, or maybe take some goals that you maybe didn't accomplish this year and roll that into the following 2025. The first question to ask yourself is, based on this year, what did you enjoy, and is it currently aligned with my career goals? Basically, did you enjoy anything this year, and do you see yourself wanting to pursue that? For me, for example, I thought I wanted to pursue project management. So I enrolled for a Google project management course. I really liked it, but then I started to dabble in a few more different areas in the PM space, and I didn't think I liked it. I actually pivoted to product management. So at least that shows that you're taking the initiative and you're taking those steps to be able to allow yourself to figure out where you want to go and what you enjoy, and perhaps what you didn't. So you can pivot and figure out where you want to go and what you did enjoy. Another question you can ask yourself is what skills you want to improve on for the following year. So for example, I took on more of a leadership role this year, and I was able to lead a smaller team of 2 individuals, and I would love to be able to work on communication skills, and that's something that I plan on doing come the new year. What courses, I don't know, but at least I have a plan for it. And those are the things that you want to be able to kind of list down and jot down and see where do you want to improve in. So just take some time to do some self-reflection throughout this whole process and just write in communication skills, leadership, technical, whatever it is. These are an opportunity for you to be able to sit with yourself and plan accordingly to what skill sets that you want to improve come the next year. So I wanted to share with you all my professional goals, because this is something that I'm going to be aiming for next year. And these are all based off the questions and self-reflection that I did. So hopefully these help you really come prepared for next year and take more control of your career. So that's all I have for career development in terms of goals, let's go ahead and hop into what the 2025 health goals look like. All right, guys. So one thing that I've been trying to do lately, especially with being really, really busy between work and then also balancing a newborn, it's been eating. Sometimes I will fast without knowing that I'm fasting, even though I'm really happy because it has really good benefits for the body. But usually my eating time is like between 12, and then in between 12 and whatever, my husband's also done with work. We have like dinner in between them. So I kind of snack here and there. And what I've done as of the past month is really start to implement cool, like creative snacks that I can make at home. We're going to be doing today's this recipe in particular. We're going to be making what they're called no-bake energy bites. So this no-bake energy bite recipe is easy to make, full of feel-good ingredients and irresistibly delicious, which I agree. But right now, what you see is we just have like the basic oats, chia seeds, we have coconut flakes, which was really cool, and they just said to roast that. I've never roasted coconut flakes before, so that was pretty cool. I also have semi-sweet chocolate chips, and then, of course, vanilla extract for a little bit of flavor. I think I'm going to add a little bit of sprinkles, just to like 1 or 2. I would love to be able to just make 1 or 2 fun. But these are really great because it does give me that little bit of boost of carbs during the day. Sometimes when I'm balancing her and getting back into things, like I don't want to fall into bad snacking habits. So I really try and make sure that there is healthy, quick alternatives at home. And this is a great idea. So what I'm going to do is the instructions say to put this in 2 little balls. So we're going to go ahead and do that and then put it into the fridge for about an hour or 2, take them out and check out how they came out. Guys, no, oh my God, no. Okay, so tip when making these, like literally you have to have like a stickier base. I used almond butter, but I think peanut butter would have been better. So tip. So these were a lot of fun to make, but I want to take them up to my husband and see what he says. Like he's always my sort of truth when it comes to trying things. I'm gonna watch his reaction. Let's see.
Oh.
It's a little messy. They're energy balls. Energy, like little midday snacks. All right, guys, so that's all the snacks that I have as suggestions for today. If you like this type of like recipes and suggestions, just let me know in the comments as well. I want to keep doing these type of videos where we're just all kind of living a little bit healthier together and we can kind of learn different recipe ideas from each other. But of course, it is 80% diet and 20% of exercise and movement. And especially when you're working from home, you tend to just kind of sit all day and you may get up here and there. But for me, the kitchen is right next to my desk. So I need to be able to move a lot more. So again, along with like incorporating like cool little food recipes, ideas, and snacks throughout the day, it's also about movement. So I want to show you all some things that I've personally incorporated from like going on walks with my baby. That way like she's getting out, getting fresh air, we both are. But I'm also getting my steps in. I'm making sure to do that every day. And then between meetings, what I do is I have a little walking treadmill, and I'm going to show you all a little bit about those health steps that I'm taking to be like a little bit better every day. And I would definitely recommend these treadmills. I'll also put that in the description if you guys want to check out some walking treadmills. I've even gotten my husband to start purchasing one because he needs to walk more too. So let me go ahead and show you all what I do for just like walking and general health along with eating snacks and stuff like that. So every morning my husband and I go out for our morning walk, usually around 9 or 10 a.m. The really nice part about it is that the park is about 5 to 6 minutes away from us. So we can walk for about 30 to 45 minutes. That's usually our goal. And we really like going at this time, and specifically this park, because there is a lot of the older generation groups going out and doing group activities. So like whether it's Tai Chi, stretching, just morning group walking, playing cards, it just reminds me that life is about being outside, connection, and movement. Without those things, you just don't flow and function the rest of the day really well. So that's our exposure to everything out there, and it just really makes us happy at the end of the day. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you our home gym that we installed. We put a lot of money and time into it. Really excited to finally get everything together and have all the things that we've kind of like added over the past few months. I would say we use a lot of Amazon points. But I want to show you guys how easy it is to be able to work out in the gym. And you don't need to have like heavy weights. It can be like a general class that you go to, anything like that, just basically like gets your body moving. That's the goal here. So I'm going to show you some of the bands that we have, some lightweight things that you can do, even purchasing like 10-pound weights from Walmart or Target, whatever is closest to you. But just being able to like get that little movement in makes a huge difference. So I'm going to show you guys the gym and give you all some tips that you can take away and hopefully get some movement into your day. We started working from home, we realized our step counts had gone down, and we also realized that we did, gain a little weight, and it just became a little bit unhealthier because when you're used to going into your job, you're used to getting in more steps. So what we do sometimes is either after work, before work, or in between where we can with the baby, we just come out and we try and get some workouts in. So it doesn't need to be that you need to have a home gym. You may have your own gym, you may go to classes yourself, but you also may have some time in between meetings where you can get that standing treadmill that we showed earlier. But you also can come out here and do some stretches. And especially like as you get older, it's going to be really important to remember to like stretch and to move and all these things. So some general things that I do is just some bands. It helps strengthen the upper back. Sometimes we like hunch a little bit, but just doing like general band workouts, attaching it to here has been like super helpful. Not the best angle, but where you just are able to have it at length of your arms and pull back. I mean, there's just a lot of things that you can do with things like bands. Having your own weights at home, just being able to move a little bit, getting general fitness into your daily day makes a huge difference. Okay, so let's talk about setting goals for 2025. I have my tea here. I'm ready to kind of go through and talk about my personal goals, and let's just kind of dive through what you want to improve on too. So some questions I've been asking myself is like, what am I proud of this year? What didn't go as planned? What did you learn from it? And then what habits do I want to let go? And a lot of it has to do with just like being more healthier, making better decisions during the day, walking more, moving your body, especially the moving your body part. I feel like in the past year since giving birth and going through pregnancy, I've really seen just how amazing the body is. And really, if you don't take care of yourself, it can catch up to you in the long run. And I want to be there to be healthy, to achieve my goals, and to continue having goals to set come the new year and really take things on. So let's do a little bit of vision board working. Maybe this will inspire you to do your own. I do mine through Canva. It's a lot of fun. They have like pre-set up templates that you can use. And I just kind of keep it in the background of my computer. I don't print it out or anything, but that way I can get on the computer and I see it and I'm like, oh, this is what I'm aiming for. This is what I'm going for. Because when things get rough, and they get rough, these long days, I want to be able to remind myself that like, hey, these are your goals. This is what you're setting out to do. But let's go get those vision boards started. I'm really excited for this. Okay guys, so I have my vision board and I have it from last year, or should I say this year, what the goals were for when I was talking through it in 2023. And then I have my vision board for right now, for 2025. And I wanted to like kind of step back because I think a lot of things have changed since giving birth, of course, becoming a mom, becoming a manager, and kind of growing in my own role. And a lot of these things have changed. I have some things where it was like making it 40 under 40, becoming a project manager. Like those things have changed and shifted. And that's the things that I want to talk about. Is like, it's okay if you encounter that you're like changing positions or changing things that you want to do in your current role. Some other things that I had here was be a small business owner. I wanted to be able to open up my own like career consulting smaller company, and that didn't happen. And I also thought I wanted to become a project manager, and that definitely didn't happen either. I went more of the product route. And I think these are the cool things that you discover when you have these type of goals, because if I didn't say in 2023 for 2024 I wanted to pursue being a project manager, I never would have signed up for the courses that I did, or I never would have pushed myself so hard, and I never would have tried out maybe even starting a business. So these are the type of things that I want to be able to share with you, to be able to say like, hey, even though I put that I wanted to do something, at the end of the day, I pursued it and it wasn't for me. So that's the whole thing of having it on the vision board, being like a constant reminder for yourself. So this is exactly what it looked like for my 2024 vision when I was little old me in 2023. But now this is what it looks like for 2025. These are the goals. So I really broke it down between personal, professional, and health. I have things ranging from, for health, is perfection is not what we're aiming for. We're aiming for progress, because every day being able to get on the treadmill, waking up really early to have some solo time before my daughter wakes up. I need to serve myself before I serve everybody else. So I'm looking for progress and healthiness. I'm also looking for general time in my day where I can get extra steps in, like we showed you earlier with the walking treadmill, getting water in, getting any type of movement that I can. For me, that's progress. And then I also have like taking your daily vitamins. Vitamins are so important. And then keeping the water going and making sure that I'm flushing out everything through my system. In terms of like professional, I do want to keep blogging and doing these type of videos. It's like a creative outlet, and it enables me to become more specialized in areas where I may have not had the chance to do that at work. And I would like to land a promotion. That's going to be my first time ever getting a promotion, and kind of going from associate manager to a manager. I've been doing manager things, but I would like to officially get that title and get that recognition for the hard work, and I want to pursue that. So just expect some videos in the future to come up on like how to land a promotion, how to have these conversations with your manager, and kind of get you to where you want to go. Now, last is personal. I love traveling, and I really get a lot of enjoyment and recenter of gravity when I travel, whether that be mainly solo, but with other people. So I would love to be able to do any type of traveling that I can. And the next year, my husband and I have planned to go to, I think around 2 to 3 months to Asia. He's Filipino and Chinese. And I would love to be able to bring my daughter to the Philippines and kind of explore that area, something that we did not do before settling down. So that's the goal, is I would love to be able to take my daughter before she's 2 and the airlines start charging to be able to travel more. So this is really my vision board. I kept it simple this year because I really, as a new mom, struggled to figure out like where I see myself going with a balance of calmness and balancing things. I don't want to overwhelm myself. Now, I'll put in, if the 40 and 40 can happen, then that would be fantastic. But as of right now, I'm just going to aim for these things. So that's it for the vision board. Okay guys, that is all for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed kind of talking through the different areas where you can prepare for 2025. Sit down and kind of evaluate what you've done this year, what you've accomplished. Don't forget to like really give yourself a little pat on the back for everything that you've done. And then hopefully this has also helped you plan for the next year, whether that be professional, health, personal, financial, whatever your goals are. Just take some time before the end of the year and owe it to yourself to really just tell yourself that you did a good job. There were hiccups in the road, but you kind of overcame them, and that's what you want to keep doing. So I really hope that this video does give you a positive outlook for 2025, and you have goals that you can feel like you have set up for yourself and they are accomplishable, or at least you have a sense of direction. For me, I feel much better. And I'm gonna try it and kind of knock out all my goals, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And at the end of the day, at least you sat down and you gave yourself some time to recenter and give yourself repurpose and feel generated. So if you like this type of video, let me know. I definitely want to hear what y'all are doing in terms of your 2025 goals, your visions, stuff like that. And if you like this video, don't forget to let me know, like it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye y'all.